This entire community and all of its baseball-loving fans are fired up and ready to get all the action started down at Sprint Center. This is the 15th year that Kansas City has hosted the Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship. 15 years. That's more than any other city, and it's certainly something we love bragging about because with the people of this city work extremely hard to keep this tournament here where it belongs in Kansas City. I couldn't be more grateful for their work and their efforts. And I'm sure many of you are wondering what the heck are we doing at Parade Park for a tournament that's going to be at Sprint Center later, as kicks off later today. Where we're standing now is the site of the 7th Major League Baseball Urban Youth Baseball Academy in the country. It's a $14.5 million project that includes construction of 2 baseball fields that are major league size, a youth field and a softball field, plus an indoor facility. The Academy will focus on using the games of baseball and softball as vehicles to help develop the core of the youth of this city.
The Phillips 66 Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship has been called a bucket list championship for college basketball fans and the hardest ticket to get for any college basketball event. We could not be prouder of these national comments and the fact that the Big 12 Men's Basketball Championship is going to stay right here in Kansas City through the year 2020.
It's going to be the best contested tournament in the country. We're going to draw very large television audiences. We're going to have sold out stands. And the reason we are is because there's great competition in the league, and Kansas City is a great host for the tournament. So we appreciate that very much. At this time, I'd like to present the mayor with a Wilson autographed basketball. This basketball is signed by all 10 head coaches, 6 of whom have taken teams to the Final Four, and probably half of whom will eventually be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. So, Mr. Mayor, on behalf of the Big 12, it's my honor to present this to you.
Thank you. This is probably as close as I'll ever get to making a real team. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming out. It's going to be great to be with you over the coming days.
As we build out the Urban Youth Baseball Academy on this park, the basketball courts there are going to have to be relocated and rebuilt. And the Big 12 is helping with that effort. And I think that we ought to find a way to honor them when we put those courts in and move them in some way to make sure that everybody who plays on that court, those courts, know that the Big 12 was a part of that move. Because when they're moved, they're going to be rebuilt, they're going to be brand new courts, and it's going to be a wonderful thing. I couldn't be more excited about the Big 12 being here again 15 years in a row, here until 2020. That says a lot about Kansas City, but it also says a lot about Commissioner Bowlesby and the Big 12. The fact that they continue to come here when I know that there are others who would love to snatch it away, but they recognize the value that we bring to the table, and the way that we bring that to the table is for everybody in this city to remember that the best Kansas City asset are Kansas City people. And Kansas City people are friendly, they're welcoming, they're always going to reach out and try to be of service. And that's why we like having you here, because we consider you family, and that means that you get to do the dishes after dinner. Thank you all for being here this morning.